Now we're going to look at a question like this, where we've got our two equations, but one of them lends itself to one method really nicely because it says y equals, and then the other one lends itself to the other method, which is the x-intercept, y-intercept. So remember, we would let y equal 0, let x equal 0. We just let the opposite letter be 0. So how do we recognize that? Everything is on one side of the equation. We've got our standard form here, and it's equated to 0. That's what we focused on in our lesson, which is right now. I went through this earlier. I'm teaching to myself. Okay, so with this equation, we've got our slope right there, and our y-intercept right there. So our slope is going to be 1 over 2, so that's up 1, right 2, and our y-intercept is going to happen at 0 and then -3. So that's our information for that one. I'm going to make this one blue. And I'm just going to start graphing this because I've got enough information to get one of them out of the way. So 1, 2, 0, -3 happens right there. And then I'm going up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. Okay, so I'm just going to leave those like that for now because I want to be able to clearly see where my point of intersection happens. But with this method, the x and the y-intercept, we can't just plot our nice points. We're only going to be given 2 points here to plot. So for x-intercept, you let y be 0. You're trying to find x, let y be 0. So in this equation, it says x plus y, we're going to replace that with a 0, plus 6 equals 0. So that's x plus 6 equals 0 because that y, this just goes away. This is not relevant. And now, if we want to get x by itself, this is a positive 6. We have to undo 6. But if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other. And we get x equals -6. So this point is an x value of -6 when the y is 0. So there's -6, 0. -6, 0 happens right there. We can also find the y-intercept by letting x go to 0. So wherever we see an x in the equation, we're going to put in a 0 plus y plus 6 equals 0. This is going to cancel out. So we get rid of that value, and all we're left with is y plus 6 equals 0. Isolate for y, so we have to undo everything else. Undo a positive 6 by subtracting it. And then we get -6 as our other point. So this is our y-intercept. X is 0. Y is -6. Okay. Oops. Don't sneeze on camera. I can do it. Oh, I don't know. So just by looking at this, I know that my purple line is going to happen. It only gets 2 points. So when I'm graphing it, what am I doing? I'm talking and trying to do things at the same time. Okay. When I'm graphing this, I'm going to extend it a little bit that way. And then I'll extend it a little bit this way. Make sure it's going through those 2 points nicely. I'm going to add my arrows because I want full marks. And I'm going to give it the equation that it has because I want full marks. And this is x plus y plus 6 equals 0. Okay, so then, see, like I took all that time and I went this way. It turns out I had to go backwards. So it was up. So we'd go down. There it is. Down, Ugh, oh well. At least we know I can do the slope. So then we go from here to here, and according to our fantastic diagram, let's get some arrows. This is an equation. Y equals 1 over 2x minus 3. Okay, all of my stuff looks good, and now I'm actually able to answer the question, and I'm going to show that the point of intersection happens right there. POI. So what value is that? We have to go x first, -1, -2, and then we have to count down our y value, -1, -2, -3, -4. So at -2, -4, that's where these two lines meet. Therefore, POI is -2, -4, and break.